and I know that you worked 2 jobs and you worked at night. What did you keep saying to yourself to get through it?
Well, I just kept doing it. I had to keep doing it no matter what. I just had to keep doing it. I don't think that there was a conversation that I had in my mind or of what to do. I just knew I had to continue on because I knew that my children looked to me. I tried not to show them the hard side of things, but I just knew that they depended on me, and I had to keep it going for them. And so I don't think it's a conversation that we have. We just continue to move forward. We continue to work hard for our children. Because
I always say that if I sit down, I won't get back up. I just got to keep on moving, right?
Got to keep on.
You got to keep going. So was there a time before Kevin became Kevin Durant that you said, "Wow, he's got it. He's got something"?
Well, I always felt that they had something, and I've always tried to instill it in my children that they were special and that they were gifted, and I admired them and I was proud of them. But when it came to basketball, I knew that he was a good player early on. I didn't look and see the NBA early on, but I knew that he was a good player for the time that he was in. When he was 11, he was a good player at 11. When he was 13, he was good at 13, and when he moved on to high school and then to college, I always knew that he was a good player. I never allowed myself to look at the NBA too soon because I felt that it would deter his work ethic. It would deter him from continuing to work hard and focusing on the task at hand. And at 11 years old, NBA was not the task at hand. But when he got to college, finally, his freshman year, that's when I allowed myself to believe that the NBA was the next goal for him. And sure enough, he's done well, and so I'm proud of him that he's worked so hard for so many years to make his dreams come true.
Oh, God bless. So when the boys came to you and said, "Hey, we're going to buy you this house back home, and we got this now," kind of like they fired you sort of as a manager because they wanted you to have your time now because you've done for them. I feel like one day that's going to happen to me too. My kids are going to be like, "I got this now, Mom, and I'm on my own." It's a scary thought because you're so used to doing for everybody and not yourself, and then here you find yourself. Tell us about that.
Well, it was scary. And when they first told me that, I took it personally. I felt that they must have felt that I did something wrong. They didn't appreciate all the work that I put in to help them to kind of get started in their careers. And so I kind of took it personally, and that's where the depression came in, as it was depicted in the movie. But then as God began to help me to come through and to inspire me and to speak to my heart, I realized that my sons were in the natural maturation process of growing up and becoming their own men. And so in order for them to do that, I felt that I had to be a major part of that effort for them. And so I had to support them. And then I realized that it wasn't me that they were firing, in a sense. It was just them telling me that they wanted to live their lives and make decisions for themselves. And even in that process, they always talked to me about the decisions that they wanted to make. And so I began not to inject my opinion so forcibly, and I just began to parent a different way. And so that helped me to understand that now is my time. And the same energy that I focused in on my sons for so many years, I had to focus on myself. And I realized it was a little harder because I had to be the one telling me to get up and do the push-up and run up the hill, so to speak. And it was a little difficult, but I'm grateful for God's help, for my son's help, that they encouraged me and continue to support me in my own endeavors. And so now I'm living out Wanda. And I happen to be their mother, and now the focus is on me. Yeah.
I love how you said that. It gave me chills. It gave me chills. So now you're a motivational speaker, encouraging single moms, making a difference. What a story. What a life. I feel so I feel so close to you. Watching it, before I even met you and started talking to you this week, I have to say, Wanda, I watched that movie. I'm like, our lives are so parallel. And so there were so many things about you and your story that I saw in me and my life with my kids. I have a boy and a girl, very different. We have basketball is big in our family. It's just amazing. And I'm so proud to know you and really honored to interview you. Out of everyone I've ever interviewed in my whole career, my whole life, I will forever keep you close to me and hope to do something with you too one day beyond this. And I know, Kevin, and I know I'm mushy, but I just feel that way, and I understand that you get that.
I do, and I must say thank you so much. It really warms my heart, and I say that sincerely because as mothers and as women, I really believe that we have to stay connected, and I feel it important for us to share our stories because we never know when that one particular mom may hear our experiences and say, I have to continue on. Since the movie, I've received many letters from mothers, young and old, from grandmothers, even from fathers, telling me about some of their experiences and how much I've inspired them and how encouraged they are. And a few of them said that they were enrolled in school and they've made a list to set goals for themselves. And even as I'm speaking of this, I get a little emotional about it because I really know that this is my purpose in life. This is something that I have to do, and I have to continue on. And their stories encourage me to continue to fight for myself. And so I'm just happy to be in this position. Why God has chosen me, I don't ask that question anymore. I just say, yes, Lord, I'm ready to go.
And you live it. And you're just yes. Kevin and Tony's mom. Like, I'm just Jake and Summer's mom. And we didn't expect this. You didn't expect a movie about you. You didn't expect this. You were just doing what any mother would do for their children.
Yes.
Because they're the love of our lives.
Yes. And one of the things I want to say to mothers, single mothers and women, sometimes, as was depicted in the movie, I wanted to quit, and I really wanted to check out because I didn't foresee all of this for our lives, in particular my life. And if I would have quit, none of this would have happened. None of the people that are impacted by my son's philanthropic efforts or my life experiences would be inspired. And so you never know what the future holds. But there's so many people that will be impacted by your life and by your life experiences. So you cannot quit. Just as I couldn't quit, you can't quit. You got to keep going forward.
You got to keep going forward. So Kevin is older now. He's making his own decisions. I'm sure you're one of the top people. We're rooting for him wherever he goes.
Yes, I am. One of the things that I've said to him is to do what you feel is best for you. Don't let my influence or anyone else's influence determine what you do for your life. You'll receive the input from them and their suggestions, and because we all have value people that we talk to, but ultimately the decision is for you to live out your best life. And you know that with God's help, you know that. And so I encourage him to do what he feels is best for him, and whatever he decides, I support him.
Will you let him know that we're big fans here in this household and on this show, and bigger fans of you, Wanda, for sure.
Oh, thank you so much.
Hands down, you're one of the most remarkable people I've ever met, and I'm really humbled to spend this time with you today on my show. Thank you so much.
Oh, wow, that means a lot, and thank you so much. And I'm humbled to be here, and I'm just as grateful and honored.
Well, we're going to do more stuff together, Wanda. You can mark my words on that.
I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, and you have a good day, and everyone else enjoy their day, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Wanda.